Hello, Mrs. Castle here, and we are going to learn some things about what I would like you to do in Sketchbook. This one is about learning how to shade. And I'm gonna show you how I did all of this. And so first thing you're gonna do is come up here and where I'm putting my little button and pick rectangle, and then draw 5 rectangles about the same size. They don't need to be huge. Okay. They don't even need to be the same size. That's fine. So, and in my library, there are all of these different tools, and some of them are really, really interesting. And but I want you to use this time the fine art pencils. Oh, there we go. If you press, what I did was press that little pin, and that put all of those pencils in my little menu over here. So, one thing, looking at the pencils over here, one thing about them, like for H, if it's H, that stands for hard, and that means the lead is, it's hard, it's not soft, and it's going to leave a lighter mark than ones down here like 4B, and down here we go all the way up to 9B. So that's really incredibly soft. And in the middle, your pencil that we use on Scantron forms is a 2B. It's the same thing as number 2 pencil is the same as an Art 2B pencil. Now, HB here is kind of not hard, not soft. It's kind of in the middle. So, now, along here, I wrote down which pencil I used on each darkness. And what we want is each box you color in to be darker than the first one. So in order to do that here and in real life, you could also use, like I started with a 2H, and I got to turn that off before it will let me color. I started with the 2H pencil, and I'm just going to kind of color it. I wonder, okay, I can make the lead wider. Okay, I wasn't sure. But just color it enough that it's kind of filled in. And pretty even. And we can also do that we can help that out again by using a smudge tool, which I'll show you in a little bit. So next one, that's pretty full. Next one I'm going to use is an HB, and I'm going to color this one until it's pretty full. And it's harder to get it not streaky. And okay, now the tricky part is, like, this one is darker than that one, but this one needs to be darker than that one. So I'm going to go to my 2B. But we don't want to go too dark because we won't have anywhere to go with the last one. So we want them to be evenly spaced. With darker, 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 darker. Okay, so now I'm going to increase to a 5B No, I'll do 6 like I did in the next one. And you can kind of tell that this one is darker. Oh, and if you notice down here, I have it set on black. I tried with a gray earlier and it just was really super, you know, I couldn't get any darker than the color that was there. So this one is my 9B. And it's very definitely black, 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 black. Okay, so once I get that done, and I'm not super neat, and that part doesn't matter very much. So I'm going to go up to my let's see. Okay. I'm going to go up to my library, and I'm going to select that one, and that's the smudge pen. And especially with these 5, or the lighter 5 steps, I'm going to kind of smudge it to kind of blend it in. And sometimes it smears a little white in there, but that's okay. To kind of even it out and make it look a little less streaky if we can. Actually, I'm going to increase the size of my smudger. And that's going to go a little bit faster. I mean, if it seems to be taking a long time, check the size of your tool. And this also helps. Now we're getting better perspective on this one's darker than that one, and that one's darker than that one, and that one's darker than that one. So the smudge tools do help with that. So don't give up until you have a chance to smudge things a little bit. So, I mean, my first one I did was better than this one, but you can kind of see what I mean now. Oops. I'm going to smudge this one around a little bit. Okay. Anyway, that's the basic idea. After you do 5 steps, the instructions say to do 7 steps. So then you'll do 7 boxes. Make them decent sized boxes, about like this. Don't make boxes that, oh, that wouldn't even register that big. Let's see. Why isn't it? Oh, because it's my smudge tool. Okay, let's do the B pencil. That's why. Don't make them that big. This big here, that's ridiculous. And that'll be harder to color in than one that's about the size of a quarter. So do 5 and then try 7, okay? Then take a screenshot and attach it to the assignment. Okay, so a new video in just a moment.